What's up? What is going on? Arvind here, and welcome to Driven to Draw. Today I'm going to be just freestyling it, and I'm just going to be talking about stuff as I draw. I don't really have anything planned today, and I have to say that this is probably the most stress relieving exercise I can think of at this moment. It takes a lot of time to curate and think of something of value that I can draw that you guys can learn from. But today I'm just gonna go with an open discussion as I'm sketching here. And of course, if you like to hear me rambling on about various topics on art and how to improve your artistic ability, please subscribe to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I just want to let you know that typically I do draw cars, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing a quick sketch using Krita software, and I've got this craft paper background that I'm drawing on, and I'm using a tool that's like it's a digital pen. I've got a digital monitor that I'm using, and the software that I'm using is a free software called Krita, which has an excellent digital pencil that I can use that is very close to Prismacolor. It's got a really nice texture to it, so I'm just kind of using that, and I love it. I've been using this for a while and I really enjoy it. I know there are a lot of other softwares out there that you can use, but for something that is free, you can get some incredible results, really good professional results. And Krita has a lot of support. They're very close to Photoshop as far as the tools are concerned, and they've got some interesting tools as well. Great textures. I love the realism the simulated realism for the kind of mediums that you use. So I enjoy using them. I enjoy using the software. Now, I don't really have anything in mind when I'm drawing this particular car. I'm just setting up my construction lines and then figuring out what it is that I want to do as I work through this drawing. So it's not really design related, it's just more of a practice and exercise, and I think that's really what I want to emphasize when it comes to sketching and drawing, that if you're really interested in getting good at drawing, that practice is really incredibly important. And if you create a habit out of it, then that habit is going to help increase your skill level over time. When I look back at some of my old drawings, boy, did they were just terrible. And I'm really appreciative that sticking to it and working hard at it over the years, once you get to this stage, you can pretty much draw anything. You may not be as good as people who are focused in a particular area like comic books or things like that, but once you get into the execution phase and you understand your fundamentals, you really can draw just about anything, or at least to a level that you're proud of and that you are willing to frame it and put it up on your wall or something like that. What I want to do on Driven to Draw is to express how beneficial drawing is for the individual, that you don't really have to be a professional artist or embark on being a professional artist to enjoy the process of drawing, because at the end of the day, it's really not about how professional your drawings look. It's just about your own self-improvement and getting that confidence with every sketch that you make. I think it's very dangerous when people start to compare each other to professionals. I mean, we start off with an initial interest, and sometimes that initial interest starts to wane, or the enthusiasm starts to wane, because as you get a little bit better, you start to have higher expectations of yourself, and you start to compare yourself to other people. And once you compare yourself to other people, you start to convince yourself that you're not very good. The truth is, there's always going to be somebody better than you, and you have to treat drawing as just a self-development process and make sure that you're just measuring your own improvement. Of course, the more you draw and practice, the better you're going to get. But I can't think of anything more liberating than drawing, aside from maybe music. You know, I play the piano too. I love playing the piano. I love improvising. I play actually mostly by ear, so I don't know how many of you folks out there are artistically excuse me, inclined, and they enjoy all the various forms of art, whether it's photography, drawing, or music. But they're all really interconnected when you think about it. Creativity can be used in pretty much anything. But I love playing music. I love playing the piano because I enjoy composing my own renditions of an existing music or an existing song, and bringing something a little bit different to it. So that's the same thing for art and sketching. It's really self-expression, and there's value to self-expression. There's value to understanding yourself and trying to communicate to people a part of yourself that is represented in a 2D format. And be sure to comment below. Let me know your thoughts on drawing as a hobby, as something that relaxes you, and tell me your experiences. Just tell me what drawing does for you, and comment below. Let's get a little discussion going, and let's just have a little bit of fun. When I sketch on a digital tablet, I am always striving to make it look like something I would do on paper. And I'm constantly switching back and forth between paper and digital just to make sure that I keep my skills fresh and that I'm grounded. I don't like just sticking to one medium, and sometimes I get into a stage where, boy man, these digital tools are just so awesome. I just love the effect. And then I don't feel like drawing on paper, but I have to force myself to get out of that comfort zone and go back to paper and markers, and just re-establishing myself with that relationship with the mediums. That's a completely different feeling when you're doing it that way. When you're working with the actual tools, when you're working with markers and pastels or paints or any of those things. So I'm wrapping up here. I'm almost done. This is just a quick sketch. I've sped this video up. It's about 50%. So we're running about 8 minutes. So this is about a 16-minute sketch. And then next week, I'm going to be talking more about some digital tools like Krita. And then I've also got a course coming up on Introduction to Krita, and I'll be posting some of those samples of some of those videos here on YouTube. So be sure to check it out, and we'll see you here next week on Driven to Draw. Have a good one.